Hello everyone, welcome to another video of mine. It's Kamar Deblay, and this is another video of mine where I discuss yesterday's emphatic victory, the performance, how Lampard outclassed Pep, how Chelsea outclassed Man City. Can be getting to tactics, the depths, the analysis. Can be speaking about Christensen and Pulisic's performances and how both those two players were key in our victory last night. Can be speaking about that, and also David Alaba links, and according to what the papers are saying, that Chelsea are preparing a mammoth bid for David Alaba from Bayern Munich to come to sign for Chelsea. But before I do get into all the details, all the reports and publications, make sure you smash the like button, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and comment down your thoughts opinions in the comment section below. But without further ado, let's get straight into it. Now, starting off with yesterday's beautiful performance. It was a classy performance by Chelsea, gaining that massive 3 points that helps us in the top four hunt, the top four race, and puts the pressure on Leicester City being 1 point behind, man. Also extending that gap between us, United, and Wolves to 5 points. I really want to delve into the tactics. How Lampard outclassed Pep after studying it a lot this morning, and how we kind of resisted City's press. I want to exactly tell you guys how Lampard's outclassed Pep in that sense. Now, the idea with City, we know Pep, possession-based football, like to move the ball quickly, playing triangles, attacking fluidity, moving the ball, one touch, two touch passing. But essentially with City's press in the first half, you have the two positional diagonals, Sterling and Morris. So either side occupying those flanks in Man City, you have those two positional diagonals. Now, the 1v1 marking against Barkley Mount. Now, the idea what Lampard wanted to do here was have two attacking number 8s in Ross Barkley and Mason Mount, occupying those spaces in between the lines, and essentially marking 1v1 against their man to essentially stop City's press, stop them countering and moving the ball quickly and blocking those lines in that sense. Now, Kante was covered by Silva, who was essentially the false 9 in the situation, Bernardo Silva. He was playing as a false 9. Kante playing that lone DM position. His job was to occupy Bernardo Silva, not allow him to have space and operate in the half space in between lines. Kante progressing the ball, which I thought, he was, like I said, wasn't too impressed by his performance, but it was a decent one. One of his roles was to essentially cover Bernardo Silva playing in a false 9 position, and obviously with the 1v1 mark against William Pulisic. And one thing I have to give credit for, and we have to applaud William for, is always his defensive work rate. Defensively, he's sound. He tracks back, he wins the ball back, he works hard. I rate his work rate. He's defensively very, very good. And that's why you have to rate William. Another reason why he was starting against Man City, because of his work rate and his defensive capabilities. Now, Pulisic, again, he has that high energy, high intensity to essentially track back and also do his defensive duties up against his performance in a second. Essentially, William and Pulisic were also given the responsibility of that 1v1 marking against Man City's fullbacks like to press and bomb forward in Benjamin Mendy and, of course, Kyle Walker. Rodrigo was a free man to provide cover in that midfield, essentially that reduced the position, playing that deep line playmaking role, hence why Giroud was selected ahead of Abraham for this game. Now, Lampard chose Giroud because obviously he's that target man, he likes to link up the play, he's strong, he can hold up the ball. When long balls came to Giroud, he could actually hold the ball and stick to it. Essentially, he wanted to hold onto the ball as long as possible, and that's why Rodrigo being, given that free role, that free space, you need Giroud to occupy those spaces and kind of disrupt what Rodrigo was trying to do. In those pockets of space and trying to create and dictate the game in that sense. You have to pressurize City, you have to use a high intensity, and that's why we went with the two attacking 8s of Barkley and Mount. So you put that high intensity, high energy. We weren't trying to control the midfield. Lampard was not trying to dominate the midfield, because if you're going to dominate the midfield, you need either Jorginho, Kovacic or Gilmour. He wasn't trying to control it. What he was trying to do was have high energy, high intensity to stop and disrupt City's style of play. And I think it was very, very clever, very smart and intellectual, and credit needs to go to Lampard. And he outclassed Pep completely. City had their spells, of course, but overall, Chelsea were magnificent in this game. Absolutely flawless, and we should have won by more. And I'll be getting into the XG in a minute. Now, with the XG, it came out, XG is expected goals, and it came out essentially late last night. Chelsea had an XG of 4.21 compared to Man City's XG of 0.69. One of the only teams ever under, against Pep to hold City under 1 XG, which is magnificent. So according to those metrics, those offensive metrics, we should have won the game 4-0, which really implies and shows you how Chelsea really dominated this game in large spells of large proportions of this game. Obviously, Chelsea won 2-1. But the XG was looking good, and it really shows Chelsea's new look, Lampard's new look Chelsea, and why we should be optimistic for the coming future. Now, of course, with the likes of Timo Werner, Hakim Ziyech coming to the game plan was executed to perfection and was carved out beautifully. It was a magnificent performance. I need to be quickly mentioning, summarising Christian Pulisic's and Andreas Christensen's magnificent performances. Christensen's statistics against Manchester City: he won all of his 8 duels. He had 8 duels to win and he won every single one of them, won 100% of his 8 duels. Magnificent, fantastic performance by him. 58 touches, 93.3% passing accuracy, 4 tackles, 3 clearances, 5 times possession regained, and he even had a shot on target. It was a flawless performance by Andreas Christensen, which is again emphasising why he's our by far most technical centre-back, our best centre-back. Great ball playing abilities, was phenomenal last night against Man City, and that's why he's our chosen centre-back. Getting into Christian Pulisic's performance and statistics: 7 goals and 2 assists in the first ever Premier League season, and he was obviously riddled with injuries throughout the season, of course, not playing since the 1st of January before the Villa game. And Pulisic has been around for years, and for us, people often forget about his age, but he is only 21 and he can be a lethal force for this Chelsea in the near future. But one thing I have to mention is terrific performances by both Andreas Christensen and Christian Pulisic. Flawless performances. I'm so proud of him. I'm still really hyped up from yesterday's performance, and for me it really cements our position in top 4. Of course, it's not guaranteed, you know, we're not definitely going to get top 4, but it's looking likely now, it's looking good. Only 7 remaining Premier League games, and a lot of room for optimism, genuinely a lot of room for optimism, and exciting times ahead, genuinely exciting times ahead, and we should have to look forward now. Now, getting to the second part of this video, that is regarding David Alaba and the recent links. Now, it was reported yesterday by the German publication, German outlet Kicker. They reported that Bayern Munich would slap a €60 million to €80 million on David Alaba if he rejects a new deal, and his new agent Pini Zahavi maintains great connections with PSG and Chelsea, of course. Now, Pini Zahavi is his new agent. Now, obviously, with David Alaba, any player that essentially has a new agent essentially is looking to either get a brand new deal or broker and move away from their current club. Now, obviously, Pini Zahavi, why has this got a lot of significance? It's because of Pini Zahavi. Now, Pini Zahavi is a super agent, and the reason why you should get excited every time you should hear the name Pini Zahavi is because obviously he's a super agent, but he has very, very good relations, connections to Roman Abramovich himself. Roman Abramovich likes to work with Pini Zahavi. They have a fantastic relationship together. Pini Zahavi was the one who brokered the Jorginho Ansari deal to Chelsea in the first place. He's broken many other deals in the past to Chelsea, and he maintains that fantastic relationship with Chelsea. Of course, he always has a good relationship with PSG, but with the agent having a good relationship with Chelsea, it makes the deal a lot more comfortable, makes the deal a lot more easier. And if you want to sign for Chelsea, Pini Zahavi is the agent you want to sign. He's a super agent. He gets the deals done quickly, and like I said, he has a fantastic relationship with our Chelsea boardroom, the hierarchy, and Roman Abramovich, of course. Like I said, Bayern have offered him a new contract, and it's looking likely that David Alaba might reject that new contract and look and move away from Bayern Munich to sign for a new club. And obviously Chelsea are in the running. We are in for a left back and a versatile centre back. Lampard loves versatility, and David Alaba fits the bill in that sense. Now, what's really interesting regarding David Alaba is obviously his natural statistics. Obviously, reported today by Sky Sports, other various English papers, that Chelsea are preparing a mammoth bid for David Alaba, and we'll see how the story reports. At the moment, there's nothing too concrete. I wouldn't get excited about Alaba. It's just links and rumours, but it's looking promising, and it is potentially on the radar for Chelsea to look at and potentially negotiate with Bayern Munich regarding David Alaba. Now, let me break down David Alaba's game and his characteristics. David Alaba recently turned 28, just 2 days ago, turned 28 years of age, so he is in his prime, a versatile defender, can play left back, can even play in the midfield, and has been playing centre back a lot for Bayern Munich this season. 180cm tall, so about 5'10" tall, so exactly not too tall, which is a bit of a shame. But his strengths are holding onto the ball, extremely press resistant. His passing is very, very strong, which is good ball playing abilities, which is key in a Lampard system. Direct free kicks, so defending free kicks and also taking free kicks, set piece specialist. His dribbling is very, very strong as well, which is a nice attribute to have as a centre back. He likes to play short passing, does not dive and tackle, so he's not too rash. So he doesn't get sent off a lot, which is another positive for David Alaba. But there are some weaknesses alongside his characteristics. Now, his crossing isn't the best, which is a shame. Again, if you're playing the fullback in an attacking system like Lampard in a counter-pressing system, ideally you want your fullbacks to have really, really good crossing. And unfortunately, David Alaba's crossing is a bit weak. His aerial duels, like I said, because he is 5'10", naturally he's not going to be fantastic in the air, and his tackling is not the greatest. However, David Alaba, he's extremely fast, agile, quick, acceleration, he can recover, and obviously the lack of fantastic ability of tackling can be made up for that pace. He's got fantastic pace. He's a world-class defender. He's just a simply world-class, versatile defender that can play centre-back, can play left-back, and he's proven on the highest level. Champions League experience, he's won trophies and, accumulated silverware, acquired silverware across his whole career. He's in his prime now, and he's going to bring massive experience to this current Chelsea side. And I think that Alaba will be a world-class addition to this squad. But what do you guys think? Would you take David Alaba at Chelsea? If not, leave me your thoughts in the comment section below. What do you think about our performance last night against City? Are you happy with Christian Pulisic and Andres Christensen's performance? If you did, leave me your thoughts in the comment section below. Smash the like button, subscribe to my channel, hit the bell notification, and I will see you guys for my next video. Peace.